It's been over a month since officials in Jamestown launched an inquiry into a possible conflict of interest surrounding how American Rescue Plan Act funding was distributed to local businesses, and yet it's still unclear if violations were committed. Bronson Rasmussen joins us live from the newsroom with continuing coverage on how the Jamestown Local Development Corporation may have violated their own bylaws here, Bronson.
Justin, the development group may have violated their own bylaws when they approved grants to 3 local businesses with direct connections to sitting board members. While the respective members recused themselves from the vote, questions still remain if a conflict of interest occurred. In mid-February, $64,000 in American Rescue Plan funding was allocated to It's Your Day Wedding Planning, which is owned by the wife of JLDC board member and city councilman Jeffrey Russell. In addition, $15,000 was given to the Jamestown Skate Products, owned by board member Pete Shira. The board also allocated $9,500 to St. Luke's. Luke Forder is a JLDC board member.
You know, we are still waiting. I spoke to the congressional representative today on that issue. Treasury Department has, for lack of a better term, bounced him from person to person to person. So we are still waiting what is, the status of the state and local fiscal recovery fund guidance. Specifically what they mean by violations of ethical rules.
Part of the problem is the sub-department of the U.S. Treasury tasked with issuing ARPA guidance, which is no longer in operation. Nevertheless, the development group is continuing to accept new applicants seeking funding. The latest round approved $50,000 to Ballgame Heroes and Pearl City Cycle.
It feels good to see some new businesses come forward. I would still love to see some existing businesses apply for some of those funding through ARPA that did not and have not, and like I mentioned in there, sometimes businesses are putting out their AOP plans and so far in advance they may not have the match, whatever the reasons may be, but I'm still reaching to see if we can help some of the local businesses.
Both of these businesses started up during the COVID-19 pandemic, which is why board members felt issuing grant awards is important.
A lot of people can be self-employed and they can make a great effort at it. And so we're just excited to see them apply for grant funding, and we're excited to just connect with all the new businesses that we have seen since the pandemic. Jamestown has been a city of entrepreneurship, and we have watched our small businesses just flourish during the pandemic and after, and we can't wait to continue supporting them.
Now the investigation into the JLDC's potential violation of their bylaws is still ongoing. At this point, it is unclear what must be done, if anything, to correct the conflict of interest. Reporting live in the newsroom, Bronson Rasmussen, WNY News Now.